What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here. It is good to be back. So I just got back from a vacation and I wanted to take care of some business. First off, the iPhone 10 giveaway finally going to happen. In this video, I will be choosing a winner at the very end. There's also been some news while I was gone that I wanted to discuss with you that has been pretty big, and one of them I'm very interested in because it's something so many people have asked me for years already, and it's been confirmed just now. So let's go ahead and talk about what's been going on while I was gone, update you guys on the biggest stuff. Now, we get this one a lot. Does Apple slow down my old phone because a new one is coming out? Out of nowhere, their phone just becomes slow, or maybe after a software update. Is it true, or is it an old wives' tale? And for about 10 years almost, I've been answering this question. There's no way. I mean, yes, old phones do get older with time after software updates, but I don't think Apple does it on purpose. Now there is new evidence and actual evidence that Apple does intentionally slow down your old phone, but it's not for the reason that you may think. It's not to get you to buy a new iPhone. Well, maybe inadvertently it would be, but there has been a recent Reddit post where a user actually posted some really low scores in Geekbench on his iPhone 6s. And I was very interested in that. I was following up on that. What's the deal? And he said that after he replaced the battery, his scores went back to normal. So for most people that don't know why their phone suddenly gets slow, it's very likely that it happens because the battery starts to degrade over time. And as it degrades, the performance lowers as well. This is something that Apple has updated and changed in iOS 11. And today we actually got solid evidence that it is true. So Geekbench, the owner Primate Labs, has actually tested this theory out on multiple versions of the iPhone 6s and iPhone 7 on different OS versions, and they have found it to be absolutely true. Apple begins to throttle your device after updating to iOS 11 if the battery is past a certain point of degradation, and it is no longer an old wives' tale, it is true. You can fix this by getting your battery replaced, and that's something that's usually pretty cheap to do. So if you guys have an older phone, 6s, 6, iPhone 7, I mean 7's not that old, but if the performance does get really slow, like the numbers in Geekbench become much lower than usual, and I'm talking about 1,000-point drop, it's likely because your battery could be degraded. Now they're saying back in the old days in iOS 10.2.1 when Apple released that update to fix battery issues because people's iPhone 6s would just turn off for no reason, like at 40-20%. That was actually because the batteries get degraded, and at that current voltage they can't support the system, so it just shuts down. Apple fixed that by throttling the CPU, reducing the usage of the voltage, and that way you could stay on for longer, but the performance would be worse. So at least your phone didn't die randomly, but it still worked like crap. Just a really old theory that turned out to be true. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, you guys might want to take a look at replacing your battery if suddenly you have performance numbers that are not like they were before. And guys, it is happening. This is such an exciting time. Those days before jailbreak is right about to be released. So an iOS 11 jailbreak for the very first time in history is this close to coming out. Thanks to Ian Beer's exploit and the work of many other developers that have come together to bring us a unified iOS 11.1.2 and below jailbreak, it's almost here. There's a couple key points missing, and if you guys remember, I did tell you guys, do update to iOS 11.1.2 or downgrade to it if you want a chance at jailbreaking your iPhone 10 or below. And now that time has come, and it is actually almost here. So what's missing? The actual City application to be updated, and by the way, a user on Twitter has posted that he did manage to get it running on his iPhone 10. It's not optimized, as you can see. It doesn't work very well, and I believe some other users that have done it, it crashes on them without some modifications. So Sarek is working on an updated version, as well as Cydia Substrate, to get all of your tweaks and applications working from Cydia. So guys, it is almost here. I gave up hope. I never thought another jailbreak for a newish version would come out, let alone for the iPhone 10, yet here it is. And as a thank you, I encourage all of you guys to go to Sarek's donation page and do donate. This guy works without, requirement of this stuff yet. He gives us an updated Cydia, all of this works. So I say, do give him a few dollars if you can spare it. If you guys are waiting for a jailbreak, I mean, this guy is awesome. He's been doing it forever just because it's a passion of his. So an iPhone 10 jailbreak is almost here. Well, any device for that matter on 11.1.2 or below. And the possibilities with this display, I'm so excited. And to bring the control center down, to fix all of the issues that I have with this phone is going to be a really great combo. So I'm very excited for that. I'll keep you guys updated what's going on there when it does finally drop. So thank you to everybody that made that possible. Do donate to Sarek if you guys are waiting on that as well. And if you guys did miss the iOS 11.1.2 downgrade, iOS 11.2 and 2.1 has been jailbroken by Alibaba security researchers. The only reason I mention this is because I wanted to let you know it is possible. They're definitely not keen on sharing it. They said they will not be doing it, but they did manage to do a fully untethered jailbreak on the iPhone 10 on iOS 11.2. So that's great that they were able to do that. Hopefully others can recreate this as well so we can get a jailbreak on a newer version, because iOS 11.1.2 is honestly very unstable. I would love to have the jailbreak on 11.2 with the stability already in there, the battery life improvements as well. That would have been a heavenly combo. So hopefully that could happen in the future, but I will take this iOS 11.1.2 jailbreak as is. And I did get a lot of questions about the iMac Pro. Didn't post a video. I didn't get a review unit from Apple, so I wasn't able to do that, but I did order a fully loaded version at $13,600. I got a business discount down to $12,600, but still ridiculously expensive. But I'm hoping the raw power will make up for that and pay for itself, as I'm able to work with 4K 60 frames per second video. You know, on the MacBook Pro, that just does not work very well. Take my word for it. So hopefully that'll boost my productivity, creativity, and allow me to do, you know, cooler things with video shots and stuff like that. So we'll have to see, but I'm very excited to get that in February. I will make a video because that is probably the most expensive Apple purchase I've ever made. The iMac Pro second to that. I bought the $8,000 version, so that was a little crazy for me, but that is coming, and I will have it in a couple months eventually when I get it. All right, guys, and that's it for the news. And now for the exciting part, the iPhone 10 giveaway. Who won a fully loaded 256 gigabyte iPhone 10 just in time for the holidays? And the good news is Apple shipping on the iPhone 10 now is next day, so that's great. You'll get it much faster. Also, you'll be getting the Pitaka case, and not to confuse this with the other two iPhone 10 giveaways, one with Pitaka and one with Advent Aurora. I won't be drawing for those, I believe. Just this is my personal one, and those will happen soon, I hope. So I'll give you guys updates on those. But all right, let's go ahead and draw a winner for this one. Good luck to everybody. I know it sucks. Everybody wants one, but only one person will win. Still though, it's exciting. I'll be doing more down the road. So here we go. Let's go ahead and draw an iPhone 10 winner. All right, my dudes, here we are. 106,000 unique comments loaded. I saw a lot of people actually typing in like 100 words just to get in more entries, I guess, but it doesn't work that way. I just want to thank everybody for participating. I love being able to make somebody's day with this, but here we go. It can only be one of you. 1, 2, 3. And Predrag Bjelkinen. I really don't know how to pronounce that. Sweet for the Roadster. You, my friend, have won a new iPhone 10. And let's go ahead and see your channel here. All right, I will be contacting you, and do check your email. Otherwise, you don't want to end up like everyone else, unclaimed. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Got some really awesome videos planned for you this week. Peace.